What was the whole Walking Dead experience like for you? You've done lots of stuff in England, but was it a whole different ballgame?
Well, no. I mean, the thing for me was I've known Andrew Winter for a long time, and I was a big fan of the show. I watched the pilot, Andrew was in it, and another great friend of mine, Lenny James, who played Morgan. So I came to the show as a fan, and that first season I just thought was fantastic. I thought everybody was just brilliant. So then when I went to LA to visit a friend of mine, and they asked me if I would like to join the show, and I was like, yeah, definitely. And then I was very nervous about joining the show because, I always am anyway, but as soon as you get there, everyone's great, we all get on really well. It was a great character, and I was working with Michael, so it was like me and Michael first in Woodbury, and we just had a laugh. It was great.
You call that work?
Yeah, we just went for it. It was a really great place to be. I remember the first thing I was doing, I had to drive a truck, and I was in the driving seat, and Michael had to tell me which side of the field to drive on. Because I come from England. Apart from that, everything else was great.
Yeah, that's the hardest part of British acting in the American series. Isn't the accent? It's which side of the road do you drive on?
Yeah, not the accent, just the driving. That was it. But then, in The Walking Dead, you can drive on any side of the road you want.
Michael, as the other departing person from the company, can we jump in? You see, you had a certain chemistry with David, there's some kinds of cool stuff happening, but for you, what was the most arresting part of doing the show?
There wasn't one. I enjoyed the first three episodes on the rooftop. Brutalizing ourselves up there, and then it got worse. I mean, well, you guys were into it before I was, but I didn't come back until really the third season. But the second season, I came back toward the end there with Norman, and we're really in the jungle out there, man. There are ticks, and snakes, and bugs that want to crawl in your ear, up your nostrils, and get in your hair, and in your underwear. Yeah, that kind of stuff. That's the hardest part.
So it's physically not a friendship. Okay.
No, everything is a lot of fun.
Okay, Lauren, I guess romance is not a big factor normally on The Walking Dead, but it has been in your case. What is it like holding on to the love story or one of the love stories in the show?
I think that, at least for the character, that can kind of help keep you sane to have somebody that, it's so funny, I mean, even during the show, you need a hug a lot of the time from sort of the emotional journey that it is. But I think it's important, I think it's important to see that these things exist and that people find love and that, it really needs to. I'm so really tired, everybody, sorry. I'm thinking about, but
wow, there's a lot of people here.
I know, there are.
Let me fling a curveball at you with you more. I know all of us know both the comic book and the show know that they're not literally the same and they go back and forth, but next issue of the comic book has you holding a baby on your character.
I don't read the comics that far, so don't spoil anything. No, I actually intentionally don't. I read the comic books up until we got to the prison, and so many things differ with the characters. And then you kind of get hooked on storylines or excited about storylines and you don't really think too much about it. But you know what? I'm going to let you ask that question.
Okay. Again, this is not a sneaky way. I was told on peril of having my fingernails ripped out not to ask what happens in season 5 at any point. But with that out there, I didn't know if that was a sign of what was in your future.
Do you always obey?
Well, they said you would rip my fingernails out, which I believe might happen.
No, I would never. That's the
only if you ask nicely.
Okay. So, anyway, territory you'd rather not go into at this point?
It's not so much territory I'd rather not go into. I mean, there's probably a lot of people